this morning. I'm very excited to have you all here for this small event, which is a brand breaking for Seismological Observatory. We have a small program that we will go through. It will be remarks by some of us.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Within this fraction of a second, I would like to thank everyone who have contributed toward this achievement. I call it an achievement. Even if we have not installed the it's an achievement. Yeah. And I appreciate, the government of India, the hand they have given to us. We have also appreciated the University of Juba. All this time we have been moving around, and the ministry. The ministry has given us, a lot of help in actually coming up to that time. I also appreciate the community also for the kind of help that they have given. To say this, I would like to start by a good note that, there is an adage that always states that, living together is a rule of life. And we can live with our friends, but we cannot live with our neighbors. And scientifically, the Republic of India, it is our neighbor. So it is one of the countries that we cannot live without. And some of the geologists who are here can attest to that. Can attest to that when it comes to what we call a theory of, a continental drift. These continents that we call a continent today, they were one landmass. And because of the geological effect, they were drifted, from each other. They were drifted away. And that's why we have Africa today, and that's why we have India. But geologically, as you go to India, you will find that some of the fossils in India, they're the same as fossils in East Africa. The climatic condition of India, they're the same climatic condition of East Africa. And even the tree species, they're almost similar. And that's why we had to say India is not just only a friend to South Sudan, but also a neighbor that South Sudan cannot live without. Okay? And that's why you see we cannot live without Uganda. We cannot live without Kenya, Ethiopia, Sudan, Central Africa, and even Congo. Because we need these people to be around us. But our friend, we can be friends today, but tomorrow we are not friends. And that's why I take being a good neighbor. India has contributed a lot to South Sudan. When it comes to, education, you guys have heard about what we call ICCR and also ITEX. All myself, I'm one of the students from India. And it is through ITEX that I went there. Previously, I was studying in India. And by the way, I'm the right person. If anyone mistake me, I can be called a scientist. Because do you know why? I met one of the greatest scientists in India. Indian's moonsman. The first man who have ever gone to India, to the moon, from India. Okay? So when they were going for the second time, I was very proud because I met the person who took the people to the moon. So I can be called a great scientist of South Sudan. And that's the time I was joking. I was saying, I will take South Sudan to the moon this time. Yeah? Because I met the moon man, the Indian's moon man. India is winning. India is winning scientifically. India is winning, culturally. India is winning politically. And India is also winning when it comes to in terms of science. Okay? And if India is winning, and India is our neighbor, we should be winning as the Republic of South Sudan as well. Because whatever India is giving us is whatever they are having. And that's why we have to appreciate the Republic of India for the kind of help that they have given to South Sudan in all aspects. Either in terms of security, about UNIMIS in this country. They have actually attained what we call insecurity in the country. And that's one of the best things. So we need the Republic of India. And I really appreciate the contributors. Those who have actually donated this machine. It was through the time I was going through ITEX. And I called my Undersecretary. I asked, now I am here for ITEX. What is the next thing I should do? I had to visit the Geological Society of India. And then he said, you have to go. And then I told him, what do I tell them? He said three things. And then I went there, I talked to them. And I was usually welcomed. It was my surprise that, a president of the Geological Society can be welcomed that much in the Republic of India. So I was very amused. And it was through the cooperation that we have with the ministry and our Undersecretary here.
In my first place, I really want to thank Jack, who has been running throughout. The first time he came to me in the office, I was just thinking that it's a joke. So because so many things are said here in South Sudan that it has not taken us anywhere. But thanks for this strong efforts, keep on pushing until the day it came to me that yes, we have been promised a seismograph for this place. Then I also shared with him the information we had in the University of Juba when we relocated from Khartoum to Juba. We had a donation of the same device, which it got spoiled within the premises there because people are not paying attention. It was not under supervision of people from the University of Juba. It was under somebody from the University of Khartoum. And during the independence, 2011, the guy left with 2 stations to be established. One was in the university, and the other one I went with Ajak and showed him the place, the old place for the refugee camps of the Congo people, that side of Rejaf. And then the other one is supposed to be in Kondokoro. And the guy disappeared with everything until today. And that machine, fortunately, also got spoiled because of lack of management, somebody to be responsible. It's really a great achievement, sincerely to the government of India in all the capacities, geological survey, and all what Ajak mentioned. And also as a team, our partnership with the Ministry of Mining, the team from the Ministry of Mining, and Geological Society of South Sudan. One person cannot move. At least you need support. And in research, it really will help South Sudan as a country. We have benefited a lot from India, especially in terms of training. Very, very many South Sudanese have graduated from the universities in India in different fields. And it's really very, very helpful to move this country ahead with the knowledge acquired from Republic of India. Coming back to the place, I also thank the community for their prompt response and giving this land for this station to be established. It will help in terms of research. It will help for us also to know the incoming any disasters that can be recorded here. And students who are just graduating and there is nothing that them can do, they will benefit from this station. And I hope to not end there. The same people who will be working the station, of course, they will be provided with trainings abroad, especially the universities in India. And they will come back and take over. I don't have much to say, but we in the University of Juba, we are ready to be together and work in this station as a team. If there are students to be taken for any field visit, we will bring them here also to check and plan the surrounding. I really thank all of you and the efforts of Honorable Prof. Kozi, who is also with us in the University of Juba, giving us also good knowledge, and the students benefit from him very much. I hope from today we'll be able to work as a team and help this country to move forward. And thank you very much.
I wanted to appreciate the government of India under the ambassador of India who is currently with us, the University of Juba. Ajak. Community. I'm really happy. I'm very, very happy. When Ajak was coming to us, it was last year. He has come for mobilization. And he said to us that he wanted to make a social survey. Sorry. He wanted to make assessment.
Yes.
He wanted to make assessment within Rejaf Payam. So I had to permit that. I get my security to escort him. And he moved with all these matters. Lastly, he also came with the agenda that he needed an area. Now mobilization is not easy thing. To get a land is not an easy thing. So I had also to connect with my community. After connecting, the response came from the Kolye West community that they have accepted. The acceptance made me to become proud. Because this country is a deformed country. We are out of war. We are lacking many things. And this country needs a lot of things. So with the response of Kolye West, I become happy. Because that is an aspect of what? Aspect of development. A development, you cannot have said on it. So when the ministry decided that we should come to the ground, also I picked it up, we came to the ground. They took their coordinates. Then also we went into the ministry for a meeting. When I was attending the speeches of the community, I became proud. Because some other community are rigid, very rigid to the developmental aspects. As far as they have accepted, we discussed in the ministry. Then the discussion was fruitful. So we are waiting the response from where? From the Indian government. So you have come. You have come, you are here with us. We need your response, urgent response to this acceptance that the community has given. So that the developmental things took place. In fact, I learned that they had made their own requests, which I have not yet seen. I will see from the community the requests that they have given to the Indian government. One is education. One is health. With the health, there are a number of people who are really sick. Those who are reaching to India, people who has got money. But the vulnerable ones, they are dying in South Sudan because they cannot meet the cost of reaching where? To India. Therefore, I really appreciated the ministry, especially for taking this opportunity, leaving other activities, coming to the bush here. If it is not someone who is not dedicated, he can say, Ajag, you go with the Henry. Then he remains in the office. But he loves his work. That's why we are here together. We are here together. So I just wanted to say a few words that when you are going back to India, just don't take time. You come, support us, especially in the healthy sector, because the community they request what they need health, the hospital, so that the community here around will be treated, and those who are in Uganda they will come back, because we are expecting a number of people who are in Uganda who are coming back home. These are the requests that we are tabling into your table so that you also pass a message. The last thing I wanted to say, really the information has come very urgently. It is not me supposed to escort you, it is the commissioner. Because this government is government of India, is supposed the commissioner escorting. But you cannot call it to be the last, but we hope you can organize so that the commissioner will come. As but the community has a request that they need a road to be open so that commissioner will not move in these bush places. So we are requesting also the opening of the road to Minister. Honorable, sorry, Undersecretary. Undersecretary. We need the road urgently to be opened so that if you are coming for the second time, laying the foundation, it is not me. The foundation is not me laying. It is the commissioner, the minister of local government, they are the one coming here. So I wanted to appreciate this coming here. I really felt with the happiness in my heart because this is a symbol of development. So a symbol of development we cannot reject because we are service delivering. The government is, the local government are the people who are for service delivery. So we welcomed it with one hand. Thank you.
بس ما افتكر انه نحن طبعا ناس عربي والانجليزي بتاعهم ده كله احنا بنسمعه. انا سمعت كله. ف بشكر اول دور كبير بتاع بايام. نمرة 2 انا بشكر الناس بتاع مكتب بتاع الماينس. نمرة 3 بشكر السفير
the ambassador
وجماعة بتاع جامعة جوبا.
people of University of Juba.
أنا بس مبسوط شديد لأنه الليلة ده أنتوا جيتوا بصفة رسمي وإحنا شفنا حاجات كتير اللي أنتوا جيتوا الليلة. أنتوا فعلا دايرين توري للكوميونتي إنه أنتوا جاهزين.
He's very happy for you all coming here and visiting the area and coming with a very legal way that people are indeed wanted to come and show the community something that people wanted to do.
أنا واقف هنا نيابة عن Kolye West community.
He's standing here as a Kolye West community.
وأنا رئيس بتاع Kolye.
As the president of the Kolye community.
نحن طبعا اديناكم المحل.
He has given you guys the place.
مبدئيا نحن اديناكم المحل ما عايزين يكون فيها شك.
You don't have any doubt in their saying that they have given the place already.
الليلة ده انتوا جيتوا طبعا ناس بتاعي كتيرين ما في. يمكن أنا بس براي.
And today you guys came but most of my people are not there but he's here.
So ما في مشكلة يمكن أنا أمثل ياهو زي ما قلت لكم أنا نيابة عن الكوميونتي. فأنا بس مبسوط بالجاي بتاعكم. نمرة 2 نمرة 3 طبعا احنا كنت بنتكلم عن المحل إنه المحل ده اديناكم فأنا كنت عايزه بعد ده يعني بعد ما احنا لو عندنا زيارة تانية بعد ده نحن المفروض نشوف طريقة بتاعت سكة ببرة. احنا عندنا سكة بهناك ماشي كاونتي زمن تجدال كان جدال كاونتي هناك نحن ادينا كاونتي هناك في سكة بيمشي لكاونتي ممكن يجي من قريب هنا لهنا بدل ما كل يوم نحن نخش لمحل بتاع بوليس ده.
He's saying also that there is since the place has been already allocated so now the next discussion is about the roads. So there is a road coming.
من هنا بكون في رود المشي للكاونتي.
There is a road coming going to the county. So
هنا ممكن نعملوا سكة في المحل ده عشان يجيبنا دايركت لهنا. فبس أنا ده أوريكم الناس كوليه كوميونيتي الناس تنمية دايما.
Kolye community is people who are looking into after development actually.
كوليه كوميونيتي ودي محل لحكومة بتاع جنوب محل بتاع كاونتي هناك اللي هو 3 كيلو في 3 كيلو.
Kolye community has given a place for the government 3 by 3.
3 by 3 كيلو. يلا ودي للبوليس.
They have given also a place for the police. When we are coming you guys have seen.
يلا ودي محل بتناري بتاع جوز.
They have also given a place
هناك في محل في يدك هنا كده محل فيها هوش كبير.
Dr. Cosmas Titia, Undersecretary of Ministry of Mining, President of Geological Survey Society of South Sudan, Director General, representative from Juba University, Deputy Director Rejaf Payam, representative from local community, and other friends. This was something that was brought to me by Mr. Rajak almost a year ago. And despite my doubts, she has been persistently behind this project. That somehow we take this thing from here and we take this thing from there, land from somewhere else, seismograph somewhere else, building from somewhere else. So he has been trying to manage it, and because of him only, if I say that we have at least reached up to this stage, I must salute his fortitude in taking this thing here. Now, the community has also given the land, so of course we should all be grateful for the community who has finally given the desired land. I don't know whether it requires some specifications scientifically or technologically. You require some particular land, I am not aware. But yes, whatever has been given, I hope that it will be suitable. Yes, things take time because now the land has been given. Without a road here, nothing can be constructed. You will need road to reach here to construct even a small thing. So that might take time. I will of course immediately start processing the proposal. It has to go to my ministry. India is in election mood now because it is election next month there. So till June elections will continue. But yes, whatever we can do, we should do in our hand. Whatever it is in our hand, we will do fast from here. That much I can assure you. There are so many things of cooperation. India has always been willing to share its expertise and experience in different fields with the countries, particularly in East Africa, because we share a colonial past and we all know what is poverty, what is backwardness, because India still has a lot of people who are poor, and those who have been in India, they know it very well. So we understand what it is to be poor, we understand their difficulties, and we empathize with them. Yes, as somebody said about scholarship, etc. I know it is very competitive thing. There are only 25 or so scholarship every year, and for that nearly 600 students from South Sudan compete. Out of 600, 200 are found eligible, and out of 200 only 25 get it. So it is very competitive thing because India doesn't run this program only for one country, we run it for 120 countries. So that has, and ultimately we give it to your Ministry of Higher Education to decide that which, and then they decide almost at 2% from each state like that, and with the gender balancing. So it is, I understand it is very difficult, but so far as I-Tech trainings are concerned, he is from the field. If you know that some people who are eligible, who have some experience in education in this field, please come to me. We have already certain courses that is easy for them to choose from, and if they are not there, we will try to customize them. I was talking to Honorable Undersecretary that there is another thing about mapping, that some proposal has come from, they want to collaborate, they have offered collaboration. So I will be sending a proposal for a spatial mapping, geospatial mapping. I will know better what it is. So that thing, it will, I hope this collaboration will go ahead. About health sector, we have under consideration one MOU with the Ministry of Health. We are also trying to have some framework under which we can work. Another thing, we also have an MOU for pharmacopoeia, Indian pharmacopoeia, and if that is accepted by the government here, in that case, first thing that will happen is that you will get your medicines made on the same formulas that we are making for India. And you have in India how cheap they are there, medicines. They will be very cheap here if your government accepts our certification. Because what is happening, you don't accept our certification, you accept US, Europe certifications. So the Indian companies, they have to manufacture medicines based on those certifications. So they are costly, what we are making for Indian people, we can make for you also very cheap. And you don't have to get it certified again, pay money to some agencies or foreign agencies here, and then it takes more time to import also. So that is for the health sector. Other than this, of course, we will see what you have told me. But coming back to this project, seismograph thing, I hope I understand, and I have been in touch with the university who are giving this seismograph, and our project is small to just erect a building, a structure in which this can be placed. So my role is that I am also coordinating through him about the seismograph, but now it has taken a long time. I was almost losing hope, but thanks to the community which has finally given the location, and we can move forward now. So I hope that my approvals will come early, because India is a big country, everything's big, take big time there. Many departments, many officers, many layers of approval. But by the time the road comes, I hope that before that we will be ready to take it. And I congratulate the community also if eventually this comes up, because in my place they say that you should not talk about a project which has not even started. It is not good to talk about it. But still, I will say that if it happens here, it will be something very visible, and you will be known by that structure then. Which community, where it is, where seismic station is there. So I wish you all the best, and I hope that the project, which is very useful for not only earthquake warning but also for various kinds of surveys, geological surveys, will come here as soon as possible. Thank you.
The deputy director for the Payam, Rejaf Payam. And when we say Rejaf means vibration, and that is why this station is coming here. The community, my colleague, Sasoromo from the university, my dear friend and colleague also, Ajak, who will never give you a space to breathe. He is always there. Thank you very much for this event today, which was like a dream. When people started talking about it, nobody thought that one day we'll be here together with His Excellency, the Ambassador. And this is really true. You have already mentioned how we all benefited from India. I've never studied in India. I've visited India as a Director General of Geological of the mineral development, and then we had a lot of interaction with them there. So when His Excellency the Ambassador was telling me about the geological survey and all that, we know how good Indians are in that field, and we will continue in that. Not only this project, so His Excellency is now coming with good ideas that will also cooperate in other fields, of which Madame Agnes will be the leader in that. I don't forget my supervisor. My PhD supervisor is an Indian. He's called Professor Ravat in the University of Kentucky. Well-known scientist. There's a lot of theories that are being practiced now, especially in modeling. So he's a very renowned scientist, and we still keep the communication. We keep the communication open up to now. And I was even more surprised when we met these people of IGS Agnes. Those of Dr. Ash. So when Dr. Ash asked me that, where did you do your PhD? I said, I did it in the University of Kentucky. And who was your supervisor? I said, Professor Ravat. Said, what? So that is how India is. We are also happy that the community of Kolye, and by the way, they are my uncles. That is, but they gave us the land not because they know me. They knew me later that I'm their nephews later. So I'm happy that we are here in Kolye West. And hopefully all of us, as you have seen this team, they are so optimistic. Everybody is optimistic about this. And when we talk about seismological station, the seismological station that established in Sudan, I was one of the people who established it. And we established it through UNESCO. So this time we are establishing it through India. You see the difference? So we will be doing a lot together. And I don't want to take your time. I know it is becoming hot. And Juba is these days taking another dimension, and maybe this station will also have some meteorological station here that can measure temperatures, pressure, and so next time when people talk about heat, you will be the people that are telling the whole country that the heat is this and it will continue like that. All right, so this is going to be an observatory. It's not going to be only a station for seismology. It's going to be an observatory. It will include a lot of things. Maybe one day we'll bring also. You mentioned something about people going to the moon. We will have we will have what do we call them? The monitoring of whatever is outside there, and you may become our first man also to go to the moon. Thank you very much. I'm really delighted, and I'm happy that this is happening during my time. And it is you who is creating this. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes. All right.
Thank you very much, Honorable. We are grateful for you.